Hello everyone, it's Amy and welcome back to my Journal of Stitchery videos. And so next week is the beginning of the month, but we won't find out next month's prompt until next week. So I am going to finish this between now and next week and show you the finished project next week. But I'm going to show you what I've been doing over this last week. Thank you everyone who wished me well last week about my back. It's fine now, or just about fine. But I do appreciate that. It happens every so often. So this is how far I've got so far. So here's my little slow stitch or embroidery, whatever you want to call it, bunny. So I had done her in the golden color that I was going to do her in, and I started with the ears and stuff. I did not like it at all. So I left that as my outline, took all the rest of it off, and then I used a dark variegated yarn to go ahead and do her in, and I like that much better. So I put some little tiny French knots on her bows and up at the top too. And then I used these fabric markers because I was getting a little bit lazy. Plus it just seemed like it was so full of like stitching that I felt I needed to kind of pull back just a little bit. So I did use the fabric markers on her eye, and then also I gave her yellow sleeves, and you can't see this one very well, but there's a little sleeve over there. And then I colored her dress in 2 different colors of blue, and then just used a little seed stitch here on her apron. Then for the little ball trim at the bottom, I have this kind of, it comes on a skein like yarn, but it's, you know, this kind of thing. And but on this end, it looks like, it's hard to see, but it looks like little what do you call that? The little ball trim. So I went ahead and I just cut that little piece off along the edge, and this is variegated also, so it's got the darker color and then it gets lighter as it goes. So I used the darker color on the bottom of her apron, and then it's a little bit dark on each end of her dress, and then the lighter color for the rest of her dress. So, and then I just did different stitches. Not even sure what this stitch is, I don't remember, but I was just following the grass outline, and I did a little bit of weaving for her basket, and then the lazy daisy for the leaves on the carrots. I outlined the carrots and put the shadows in on the carrots with the embroidery floss, but then I did also color the carrots with the markers, and I put a little bit of crosshatch here on the handle of the basket, also with the markers. So I think it turned out really nice. I think it's nice to mix the different things together. You know, to me, like I said, I kind of felt like I was being lazy, but I also felt like if I filled in her dress the way I filled in the flowers, that it would just be too much, and I couldn't figure out what kind of stitch to just do randomly on the light colored background that I would like the looks of it. So I thought, well, if I color it first and then put some stitching on top, and I really liked how that turned out. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to cut fairly close all the way around her, because she's going to go here, and I got a piece of string on there. So, and then what else I did was the last time that I was on here, I was doing the bullion stitch here, and I just wasn't liking it. So when I was finding my yarn to do the rabbit, I ran across this yellow, really fluffy yarn. And so I just came up and went down on each one of the, for each one of the rays. And so just a straight stitch. And I like the way that that turned out better. And then, I don't know if I had the hot air balloon done last time. So I couched down this blue yarn on here and just kind of made it fluffy on each end. And because I'm going to cut around her, so she's going to sit right here, and this won't be here any longer, I think I'm going to put a small basket underneath the hot air balloon. This could be the basket, but I really think I need something coming down just a little bit. But it is going to be a thin basket because she is going to be fairly close there. And I don't want to run into the flowers. I want it to kind of be just a little bit separate. But I think that that's going to look nice. We'll see more of the green once I cut the white off of here. And I'm really happy with how this has come along. So I can't wait to get the instructions for next month, but I'm glad we have a whole month to do it because it took me a really long time to do this part. So, but it took a long time, and yet I did it in the evenings as I felt like it, so it was really fun. It wasn't like, oh, I have to have this done in a week, and I really pushed myself to get it done, and then it's just not any fun anymore if you just make yourself do it. So, I'm really having fun with this. I really appreciate Rachel and Sarah going ahead and doing this because it's really fun. So I hope that if you're doing yours, that you're having a good time doing it. And, you know, if you haven't joined in, you can always join in whenever you want to. And, you know, you can watch everybody's videos. I'm really not a sewer or a stitcher. So, you know, a lot of this it's not totally new to me because I have learned some from Sonia Steptoe. She has great stitching videos, just really fun to watch. And so I've learned a lot from there, but this is really making me actually use it in a larger scale than what I have ever done before. So, and then someone said this kind of looks like a little fence down here, and it really does. So I'm going to kind of tuck this behind this part that's sticking out. I'm going to tuck that down in there a little bit after I cut the white off. And I think it's going to look cute. So next week I will show you my completed page, and then we'll find out next week what our next one is going to be. So thank you very much for stopping by. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment. I love to hear them. And thank you very much for stopping by. I really do appreciate you. And I hope that you all have an outstanding day. Bye-bye.